Hey everyone, today we have Dale and Nichols as our zombie to show you how to transform your friend or family member into the undead. We'll start with some discoloration of the skin with a light blue cream base. Like shown, use the sponge's long flat side to apply the cream color on the skin, then use the blunt side of the sponge to blend that color. You'll see how this makes the discoloration look more believable. Check the face several times that everything is blended. A sponge mark on your talent could ruin the zombie illusion. Now I'll use a red and black cream color to make the eyes look sunken and tired. Apply a little color under each eye and have them blend the color themselves so you don't unintentionally poke them in the eye. Have them rub and blend the color under and on top of the eye until the color is noticeable. Keep in mind sponges do go fast, so waste not, want not. So next we're going to apply some green. This gives a bruised, infected look that helps the overall discoloration of the illusion that we're going for. I'll spread a little extra just so you can see the full effect. So now we're going to apply it to our talent, add it in some sporadic areas so it doesn't look too solid, like there's nice bruisey, puffy, infected sporadic areas on the face. We'll use clear latex and spread one layer where you want the application. Apply a dab of clear latex to the tip of your finger and I'll explain why in a second. So once both dry for a few minutes, you'll get a little bit of traction between the two latex pieces. So press down lightly with your latex finger onto the latex for your wound and pull up lightly. Once you have a little bit of slack, you can tear the latex open and start creating your own wound. And don't worry if the latex looks too thin in some areas. You can always go over that area with another layer of latex and play with it from there. Cover your latex wound with green and red cream color to give it a nice infected, bruised look. Now we'll add some small abrasions by texturizing our sponge. Rip out small sponge bits here and there to create your bruise texture. Pressing lightly isn't going to cut it this time around, so press a little harder into the color wheel and dab lightly on the wound you're creating, and you can see what that looks like here. You'll then very lightly blend by tapping with the flat end of the sponge. This way, you retain the most texture. Now I'll add some neutral set to blend in the wound with our talent. Just tap enough to cover the entire wound. You can use any kind of brush, I just use a bend knife finishing brush. And after adding your neutral set, lightly blend until the entire wound is covered, and brush off any excess. From here, you can play with the wound a little bit, so I'm going to add some veins to create what looks like a nice spread of some kind of virus. You can use a thinly tipped brush and your choice of coloring to spread out those veins. Here I used the Skin Illustrator Zombie palette, but I've also used the same red that we used earlier under our zombie's eyes. Fresh scab blood is great to top off your piece. Dab a little on your sponge or finger to add to your wound. I'll use a stipple sponge to show you some of the texture you'll get when dabbing like this. Now you can add the blood to your liking, just be sure you're not creating any kind of unrealistic bloody blob. So here I played with the texture and created more of a spatter effect. Thanks for watching this tutorial on how to create your own zombie. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you next time!